shadow of the Word of Life mural that some call Touchdown Jesus, hands are outstretched and the mood is being set by this fantastic light show ahead of this showdown. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Stanford Cardinal, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Stanford about to tee it up to get this one going. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field first. Now, guys, let's not forget, the last time these two got together, we had ourselves an absolute classic that has provided motivation for one side ever since, David.
I mean, such a back and forth, such a fun game. Everyone remembers where they were on their couch or in the stadium for that rivalry game.
And that's what rivalry games are supposed to look like. Both teams playing with phenomenal intensity. It's going to go down right to the wire. And you're right, those are the games that make college football special.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Forced out of the pocket. Makes the grab. It's Brewer. And he'll be brought down.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Dyer. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it's caught inside the 25. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
Well, we knew this offense wanted to be aggressive in this game plan, and they're doing it right away in the first series, taking a shot down the field. They got the look they wanted, and what a great throw by the quarterback.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. This is a designed run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Trying to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week, and you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late, but what a great job to take control of this game and the offense. They've got it moving now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Stanford's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistently.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. To the air, it's Duncan. Throws to the wideout. Complete in the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Bell. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a 1st down.
He'll pull it on the read. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Here's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, this defense looked pretty good last week. Of course, they had 2 sacks, and their coaching staff told us they really wanted to be able to build on that. Great news, they've already registered a sack here early in this game.
Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Got his man in the middle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's Duncan. Trying to set up the screen. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. 4th down, and this crowd is making it miserable on this offense. The sticks. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. The give is to Smith. He finds enough room to get it over the 10-yard line, and he's down at 13.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Here's the handoff. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Moves around to clear up the vision. He's got his man across the middle. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Both teams made no secret. They wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Scanning the field, it's Dyer. Good timing on the quick out. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Off play action on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Oh, and this receiver with his speed, he's a guy you know this QB is going to look for, especially on these deep shots. You just can't overthrow him when he's that wide open. That's a huge missed opportunity.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done there.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. Here comes the option. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. After getting knocked back, it's second and goal from the 4. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6. Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're going to throw it on third and goal. Looking to get it in. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Irish! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on 4th and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that.
He lost one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
The quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Look out, he's got room. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here.
Oh, he's got some space. He picks up the first down, brought down, but not before he put that dude in a blender. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Might as well give it to him again. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Stanford with a lot of options here on 2nd and short. To the air, it's Duncan. Unloads to the wideout. He got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Rush is on him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Stanford lines up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talk about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck, no holes anywhere.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. The short hands, it's Brewer. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes!
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. And that one's incomplete. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Brewer. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, first down. Wants to throw on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Off the play fake. Buys a little extra time. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. They just keep firing. Picked off to stop the threat. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. They'll give it to the back. Hard running there.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Back to pass, it's Duncan. Finds the tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Stanford going back to work with another first down. The give to the back. Turning it on. He'll work his way down to the 28. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
The Cardinal can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Davis. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Stanford! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield, it's Dyer. Going downfield for the big play. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. Bringing the heat. He'll try to breaks into the open. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
At that time, the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
The give to Davis. Oh, what a move. Oh, better look out. Running free. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Cardinal might go right back to that ground game after the huge run. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. After run, now throw. Makes the grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. He'll keep it on the sneak. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. Arizona State was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Sun Devils team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Fun one in the Big 12, man. They generally are, as the teams there continue to jockey for bowl position.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Here's a heat. Finds a man on the left. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Give to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Notre Dame right back to the line. On first and goal, pulls it and runs to the right. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw...
Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
Back to pass, it's Duncan. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. That last big play has them in position to threaten here, 1st and 10 from the 37. Power football with the run. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Gets it out fast. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights, it's good. They pulled a little closer, now down 20-13.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Here come the Irish back on offense. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Let's go. Motion from the wideout. Hand off from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. To the air, it's Dyer. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
Yeah, and you could tell he was locked in. And plays are meant to go to certain guys, but sometimes you got to get back, you got to read the defense, and make a different decision if they play the right defense. And right there, that was one of those times.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Back to throw, it's Duncan. Pressure coming. Grab behind the line. It's Bell. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Stanford with a lot of options here on second and short. They'll leave it with him. Running into the open space. There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They give him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Gets it out quickly. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A third and long here. They can pick up the first down without getting the touchdown. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Coates. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Touchdown, Cardinal! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They weren't able to move it on their last possession, ended up punting it away, but now in a tight game, another opportunity for this offense. Wide receiver comes in motion. The run from the shotgun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Dyer. Quickly complete. Turning it on! They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And they tried to sneak the run in there, but immediately you got to call a timeout here. You got to stop the clock. Then you can get organized, go to the sidelines, still have 1 left after that. You realize you got to get points, but now you get to get your quarterback over here and get in his ear a little bit.
Running with the fullback. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
To throw, it's Dyer. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the 3rd play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
Timeout called by the defense, and there are only 10 seconds left in the game. The Cardinal will have to boot it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. Looking to throw on first down. Going deep. Incomplete. The final play of regulation, and now we head to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, you played this whole game back and forth, into overtime. Now you got a chance to set the tone, run the football in overtime, and be a little physical.
And if you can run the ball and not put it in jeopardy by throwing passes, that's a great way to finish the deal.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now to keep this overtime drive going on 3rd and short.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
The sweet feet buy a little time. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that is the play this defense had to have. Did you look in the secondary right there? I mean, he was open, guys. Like, that would have been a touchdown, and this defense got to the quarterback, hit him.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Sends it back in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Dyer. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They strike first here in overtime. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Right on the money. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity.
Touchdown, Stanford! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie. They need this extra point to send it to double overtime. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
To the ground with the back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to throw. It's Duncan. Almost had the huge interception there. Man, what a change that would have been. Instead, we're looking at third down. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on third down. They'll ride Davis here. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be fourth down and decision time. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Down by a field goal and a touchdown will win it. Let's see what they've got on first down. Quickly complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
That looks like a real simple play by the wide receiver, but give him a ton of credit. That was an excellent route. He never telegraphed that he was breaking to the outside. Kept his eyes downfield, so when he cuts, he's able to get maximum separation from the defender, and that's why that play is successful.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're trying to go with the QB-designed run, but nice job defensively. They were not fooled by it. They were physical up front, and guys defeating blocks, able to get that tackle for loss.
Wants to fire on second down. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
And perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Dropping back, it's Dyer. Here comes the heat. He caught it. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's first and goal. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to fire. That'll do it. A double overtime touchdown. They'll walk it off. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.